Happy Friday, beautiful souls, and welcome to Spiritually Her. This is your safe space to explore the magic of inner work, grow your confidence, and embrace your self worth as the ultimate superpower. I'm Terrika-Surrenity, your host and guide on this transformative journey. Here, we're breaking barriers, we're rewriting our stories, and stepping fully into that girl energy together. So grab your favorite drink, let's settle in, and let's vibe. Your next level starts right now. Hi, guys. I know that I normally say like happy Friday, but it's Saturday. It's Saturday. And I'm going to say happy freaking Saturday to you guys. Now, if you guys are wondering why my voice is sounding like this right now, it's because I'm recording this very early in the morning. And I'm still excited to talk and kiki with you guys. So, guys, if this is your first time listening, hi, I'm Terrika-Surrenity, the hostess with the mostest, okay? And I'm the boldest. Fuck you talking about? Okay, let me chill. All right, guys. Happy Saturday. I hope that this week has been rewarding on so many levels, and there has been a lot of downloads and a lot of aha moments for you guys, or just some moments of growth and things for you. Okay, especially if you listened to last week's episode with Tanisha. That was a powerful episode, so hopefully there was some takebacks, some knowledge and wisdom that you received there and applied it to your week, and your week became something great. Okay, even if you didn't listen to it, I know you guys are doing the best job, the best with what you can, and you are controlling what you can control. Okay? All right, guys. The topic for today, I have been feeling this topic for quite some time, and Spirit basically rang the doorbell to my brain early this morning when I got up, and it was like, yeah, today is the day to actually do that episode. And I just want to say this loud and clear for all of the girls. You are the boss. You are the prize. And listen, everything in your life bends when you decide it does. Right? I don't want you guys to feel like you are optional, because you are not. You are the main event. Period. And that's how Mary had a little lamb. Okay? So I just want to say that this episode is about reclaiming your power, as every episode is. But I want you guys to know that you are the co-creator of your universe. I want you guys to accept and learn how to move smart and not just emotional. Okay, I know that we are women, or we are just emotional, spiritual beings, and sometimes it takes a minute for us to get out of the emotions, to step out of that and to step into our brain and our thought processes and everything. But sometimes we have to learn to maneuver in that way, or know when to cut it on and when to cut it off. All right? So what does it entail when you're talking about owning the boss energy? So here's what I've found that works for me, based off what I have seen within my own life and the lives of other women, other people. Women, we're often taught to wait. We are taught to wait for the validation, wait for the love, wait for opportunities. But when you claim that you are the boss, that means you decide when life happens, when life begins. And you decide how life even aligns for you. Now, I remember growing up as a little girl, and of course, you watch all of these beautiful stories, these fairy tale stories, and even just regular stories. I remember I used to watch Waiting to Exhale with my mom. Okay? I don't think she like set me down like, hey girl, watch this with me. I think she was just watching it in her room, and I was coming in just to get on her nerves, per usual. And something within that scene, something that happened, caught my attention. And you know how when you catch something on TV and it grasps you and you stay a little bit longer to finish it out. And I remember watching the scenes and seeing women wake up and tap into their own worth. In the beginning, it seems like you saw this aspect of them where they were waiting for a man to choose them, or waiting to be seen, or waiting to be told that they are worth the love, worth the time, attention, or this could even be with work, this could be with family, this could be in relationships, love, any aspect. But I remember seeing that entire movie and watching the shift, like towards the end. Basically, they were kind of like decentering men from their lives, which I loved. Okay? And this is not just on some feminism, hey, we hate men, fuck them type of movement, but it's also saying that, hey, men are not the core value of who we are. We're women, and there's so many layers and aspects to us. We control this thing. This is our lives. We don't have to press play on someone else's wants and expectations of us or needs of us. We have our own. We can decide for ourselves. Okay? And once I started seeing them make moves for themselves and put themselves first, and just how the shifts in their mannerisms, how they spoke, how they dressed, everything. That was that aha moment for me, even as a little girl, that, damn, women are so more powerful than the world gives us credit for. You know, so many times growing up, you know, you would see the women in the commercial, they're just cooking and cleaning and taking care of who? A man and kids. But to have those types of stories being told, or the real true stories from a woman's perspective, and not just from people who are not or do not identify as a woman, not their perspective. Their perspective would be them seeing us as how we benefit them in their lives. But to have that story told from a woman's perspective, and that elevation, that liberation and freedom of choosing yourself, that literally stuck and rung a bell into my head. So guys, if you're not familiar with Waiting to Excel, I advise you to watch it. Okay? All right? So, but I'm saying all that to say that you don't need a manager for your own life. You already have the crown, and you already got the keys. Okay? Like Future said, I got the keys. You already have it. And once you tell yourself that I give myself permission, I am the boss of my life, and you say it and you believe it, that's when the shift happens. That's when you start to tap into your worth and realizing that you are the prize. All right? So even if we break this down for love, okay? I know that love is kind of a big aspect out there because love is the most powerful and dangerous emotion of them all, right? We all desire love, but that self-love is the best love. If you can accept yourself, all flaws, all variations of you, fully accept and love who you are, who you were, and who you are becoming, you don't seek the validation or even the attention or approval from someone else. Because when you know that you are the prize, dating, friendships, even work shifts. You stop chasing and you start attracting. And when you know that you are the prize doesn't beg to be chosen. The prize gets placed on the pedestal, and that's you. And I saw this, I'm not going to say I saw this quote, but I saw this TikTok video. And this girl, she stated that why, if I'm top chef, why would I lower myself to be affordable for you? And I was like, girl, you are fucking right. If you go, let's say I will just speak for me. If I'm going to go get some tequila and I know that maybe the lower grade of tequila is going to fuck me up, I am not trying to have any access to it. I am good. I've been there, done that. I've learned my lesson. I know that, you know what? I want the Top Chef shit. I want that. You're not going to ask them to lower the price of it. You know it's worth. So what are you going to do? Okay, I know the price of it. I know it's worth. I know it's going to be better for me. I'm not going to ask them to lower the price to make it affordable for me. No, I'm going to jump up to their level, not ask them to jump down. All right? So you need to consider yourself like top shelf tequila. Okay? That might be a weird analogy, but it works for me. All right? Know that you are the prize. You put yourself on that pedestal and have no guilt for it. Because that means whoever wants access to you, they're going to have to know that they're going to have to work for that. They're going to have to meet you where you are just for access to you. Have the understanding that putting yourself first is not selfish in any way. It is literally survival, and it is a very sacred journey in doing so. Why wait for someone else to put you first when you can put your own self first? And if you've ever seen the shift in a woman, right? When a woman drains herself out, putting a relationship or anything before herself, before her own personal needs, before her own mental health, her own physical health, or anything, it drains her, it depletes her, and you can see the life being drained from her. But the moment you see a woman put herself first, she attracts everything. Everybody, everything, every aspect is attracted to her. She's not asking for it. She's not begging for it. She's not overextending herself and overworking herself for it. She simply is. And when people see that, people attract to it. And I'm hearing right now like moths to a flame. Literally. All right? So affirm yourself that I am the prize. I am worthy without proving any damn thing. All right? And when it comes down to knowing that you are the prize, of course, life happens. There's ups, there's downs. There are moments in our lives that challenges us, that pokes the bear, that puts us in a situation to where our emotions want to run the show. All right? It's like if you consider yourself kind of like a business, right? You are the boss, right? But then your emotions are kind of like the employees and they're bickering. There's some arguments, there's beef between my anger, my sadness, whatever, my excitedness, all of that. You have different personalities, and these are the different emotions and aspects that you carry within yourself. Now, as the boss, your job is to what? To control the situation. How can we manage through the different types of emotions, the different types of personalities with these employees, right? It's by having the understanding that emotions are beautiful, but they can't always drive the car. They can only ride shotgun. If you're the boss, you can't just let the employees just take over and drive the wheel and you sit shotgun. No, you have to stay controlling the wheel. So when there are moments when you are tested, this is where you pause. You ask yourself, what would the boss version of me do right now? Instead of crashing out or instead of reacting from hurt, respond from power, because that is the real strategy. Trust me, I know it is times where you want to crash out. I have been there. But the best decisions are thought about. It is strategic. All right? Know that your feelings are valid, but they not the one cutting the check. Okay? They're not the one cutting the check. And that was just confirmation, guys. My reminders went off on my phone. That was just confirmation. Nothing is a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. So if you are the boss and your emotions are the employees are not cutting the check. You are the bosses. So understand that, yeah, the employees, their feelings, their thoughts, their emotions are valid. But they don't get to run the show because this emotion might be a fucking hothead. This emotion might be a fucking crybaby. Another one might be a fucking simp. Like, it can be a lot that's going on. And you need to be strategic. You need to be in control to manage the emotions, but giving them space to be valid, to be heard. But you can't let them run the show because they're not cutting the check. All right? Now, when you're thinking about your emotions and you're thinking about you being the boss, right? This is where you realize that you have the support. This is where the boss has the, let's say, investment partner. That investment partner is the universe. It is God. It is whomever you have faith in, that you believe in. That is who you partner with. This is your co-creator. All right? You are not doing life alone. The universe, God, your angels, everything mirrors your energy. It is literally a partnership. Okay? You bring the vision. God, the universe, source, brings the resources. So stop doubting if the universe will show up for you. The question is, will you show up for you? Here's some things that helps me co-create, all right? I'm a firm believer in writing it down. I told you guys in previous episodes, I have journals on top of journals on top of fucking journals, okay? Like racks on racks on racks. Claiming it. All right. Had a low moment. But write it down. Write it down, make it plain, and speak it. Speak it over your life, embody it, and move like it's already yours. I don't care if the dreams and goals and aspirations that you are writing down seem so far-fetched that you find it hard to believe in them because of your current surroundings. Embody it. The universe goes off your energy, not based off your current circumstances. It goes off who you are. It goes based off of the light and frequency that you have. Like I said, like moths to a flame. When you start to radiate, when you start to elevate, the resources, the doors, the opportunities all align. Because something in you clicked. Something turned the light on. And you attract. All right? Guys, I just want you guys to remember, as always, you are the boss. You are the motherfucking prize. And the universe is literally waiting on your command. Put yourself first and watch everything else fall into place. All right? Affirm it, write it, speak it, embody it, live it, and fucking expect it. All right? That's it for today. Stay tuned for next week where we're going to have a special guest, guys. Tune in, share this episode with a friend if it resonated, or if you know anyone who needs to hear this. Follow me on all socials and know that I love you guys. I mean it. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Love you. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Spiritually Her. I hope you felt inspired, empowered, and ready to take the next step on your journey. If you love this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's keep the conversation going. You can connect with me on TikTok at Surrenity101. That's SURRENITY 101. And on Instagram at spiritually.her. I love to hear your thoughts, breakthroughs, or even what topics you want to dive into next. Until next time, remember, your power is already within you. Keep shining and simply stay spiritually her. Bye!